Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. I hope y'all are doing well. Okay, I'm in the process of updating my planner, routines, my goals, everything. And I typically never do this in real time. I kind of just like always, sit and do everything, and then I'll come back and I'll try to explain what I did or like share what I did like through via like a flip through, right? But I was on Instagram and I shared that I have mapped out a full reset plan for the rest of the year with daily, weekly, and monthly action items to match. And a few people did inquire about it. So I was like, you know what? Let me share because I'm in the middle of doing it. Let me kind of share my process and kind of like, or the process, because this is new to me, the process, and maybe it'll help somebody. Okay. So if you know me or have watched any of my videos, you know I love the makselife goal setting system, especially any of my videos for the beginning of the year. I talk about the makselife goal setting system. I know I mentioned it in my 2025 lineup video, like my 2025 personal rings flip through. So go watch it if you haven't. But the makselife system, goal setting system, they focus on 8 areas of life. I did it in 2023, loved it. I did kind of adjust it according to the season of life that I was in, as the year went on. But for the most part, I really loved it. So I knew in 2025 I wanted to do the same thing. I love ellemonpaperco. I love the 8-box inserts, and I knew that these inserts would be perfect for that. So the 8 areas of life are personal, family, fun and recreation, work and learning, family and relations, health and wellness, spiritual and personal growth, financial, and physical environment. Started off the year with 8 categories. I'm now down to 5, and I'll explain how I got there. So January went well, February went well, did not plan my goals for March. April, wrote them down and didn't do anything with. I have been struggling mentally for the last few months. I just really have been. Like, April was a really tough month for me, kind of like starting like the end of May, starting at the end of March, April was horrible. Even the beginning of May was a little bit bad. So I knew in March that I wanted to switch this up. April, I started thinking about, okay, what is it that you can focus on, Bree? I was like, you know what? At this point, I can only focus on my mental health, my physical health, and my finances. Those are the only things that I can focus on. So I started to keep that in the back of my mind. I have been itching. The itch to switch is upon me. So the itch to switch my planner system is upon me. And it's so funny because this is very much so on brand for me. If you follow me, you know that last June, I purchased the Cream Julio and I switched to the Infinite Lotus. I switched my like weekly and daily inserts. I switched from these to some Infinite Lotus inserts. So this complete switch up is right on track, but I'm doing things differently because the categories that I am focusing on or want to focus on moving forward, I'm not switching them until December. Until I start thinking about goals in December. So the other night I was brainstorming because I knew I wanted to start figuring out what I'm going to be doing from June to November. This is my B6ology. It is in a moterm veg tan leather cover in midnight. I love this. This is my commonplace. I journal. Well, not journal. No, I take notes. Anything that I want to flesh out, any ideas, any videos that I watch. When I was designing my worksheets, like all of that stuff is in here. This is just like the notebook, right? Okay, my bad. I had to cut the video. So the other night I was taking notes. I had to cut the video because I didn't want to share something that's on this page. So the other night I was taking notes and I was like, okay, here are my categories: mental health, physical health, self-care, finances. And within those categories, I have focuses that I want to focus on. So like mental health, emotional intelligence, regulating my nervous system, my spiritual practices, my time, energy, healing, things like that. Physical health, movement, nutrition, the 80-20 rule, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea, right? And then then I was like, you know what? I also want to focus on a hobby. I still want to continue to keep up with my planning stuff, especially with all the notebooks and journals that I have been using lately. I still want to keep up with that. And I want to share that too. So if it's just posting on Instagram at least once a week and then posting a YouTube video monthly, you know what I'm saying? Typically nothing really changes for me. But at least posting something monthly. So I flushed that out, and then I immediately went, oh, I still want to share the other page though. I immediately went to ChatGPT. So I went to chat and I was like, listen, hey, she knows me by now. Like she knows my tone by now, right? So I have been struggling. I've been struggling for the last few months, blah, blah, blah. Like I started out the year with 8 categories, trying to focus on all of those things. And I'm at a point where I am mentally unstable. I cannot focus on any of those right now. And still be okay. Like I need to narrow it down. Here are my categories that I want to continue focusing on, and here are the focuses in which I want to focus on within those categories, right? Did all that. I said, I need a plan. I need a daily plan, weekly and monthly plan of how I'm going to tackle all of these things. Of course, you put it in chat, it gives it its perfection, right? It gives it back to you exactly what you need. So I'm a principal girl. Here is my plan. Here's my mental health stuff. Here's my physical health stuff, and the rest for my daily, weekly, and monthly plan. That's everything I'm supposed to do. I'm not really going to go like in depth into it because it's my plan, but you could pretty much do the same thing I did and get your own plan. And I wanted to write down everything. It's on that piece of paper, perfectly broken down, but of course, I wanted to write it down in my notebook. So here's everything I have to do on a daily basis, weekly basis, and a monthly basis based on my categories. I am so excited. So that's kind of where I am now. And now in my planner, I am rewriting stuff, right? So I'm in a process, like I told y'all, I am in the mood to switch things out. I already took my dividers out of here because I'm about to switch out all of this stuff, but I am rewriting. Where is it? Okay, I'm rewriting my daily focus page. Y'all know I love this page. These are from Infinite Lotus, and these are, or what I use it for is my routines and kind of like a flow, my daily flow for the week. So this is my work week routine and my work week AM routine, and then my work week PM routine. I like to use these anytime my schedule and my system is changing so that I can get an idea of what I'm supposed to be focusing on throughout the day. I also like to use the routines insert to again do the same thing. So my daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly routines, and then everything I'm supposed to be doing on like during the week on the days, but day specific. So loving this. I just updated this according to everything that was in there, right? And then I am shopping my stash. I shopped my stash, and I'm playing around with this. So let me show you what I got, and let me make sure I'm still recording. Okay, we're good. So I played around with my stash. So I have my monthly to-dos, I have my weekly to-dos, and I have my daily to-dos. So I found this, I believe this is called a progress tracker from ellemonpaperco, and I wrote down everything that I want to get done on a monthly basis on here. So these are all of my monthly tasks for mental health, physical health, self-care, finances, and my hobby, which is my planning stuff. So love how this came out. This would just be something, well, I'll go ahead and I'll kind of check off which area this is for. And then this would just be something that I'll reference on a monthly basis. So that's that. And then for my weekly, I found this insert in my stash too. I love this insert, and I always reach for this when it comes to goals and intentions. I love this insert. This insert is undated and it is from ellemonpaperco, and it's called the First Things First insert, I believe. I'll put it on the screen if I'm wrong. But I love this because you have a week, you have kind of like some intentions in a tracker, and then you have a review, and then on the back is just blank graph. What I did for this was everything that I'm supposed to do on a weekly basis. I decided to look at the list and then assign each thing to a day, right? For the most part. So on Mondays, like for example, let me go back to my notebook just to kind of share a little bit. For the week, we have like, let's see, reflect what triggered me or lifted me this week. Practice one emotional intelligence skill. Have therapy, have a coaching session this week. Go grocery shopping, meal plan, wash your hair, like all the different things, like add your hair washing day, review and update your budget, stuff like that. So I went through that entire list and I was like, okay, on Mondays, I want to do this. On Tuesdays, I want to do this, etc. So that's all of that. And then in the little eating section, I know that I want to continue with my fasting. I want to make sure I get my protein in and just make sure I'm drinking my my morning drink. For my movement, I know I want to strength train, cardio, and stretch is what I'm focusing on. And then I have some reminders for sleep. Love this. I have some reminders up here, engage in my community, and then make sure my planning system is up to date. Those things are not day specific, but I do want to make sure that they're at the forefront. So I put them here. And then on the back, these are things, again, make sure you do them, but they're not day specific. So practice one emotional intelligence skill. Don't know when I'm going to do that. But again, like it's okay. Make sure that one day you are doing that. Or if you're going to do it daily, do it daily. My reflection question, which I do believe I'm going to be reflecting on Saturday for the rest of the week. I don't know yet. Next week is going to be a trial run. So we'll see, because also here, like I have therapy on Wednesday. I also have therapy on Friday, on Thursday. I wrote it on both days because I don't know if I'm going to want to do it on Wednesday or want to do it on Thursday. So again, I'm going to test this out. And then my healing workbook. So one of the tasks that chat gave me for self-care during the week was where is it? No, for mental health during the week that I thought was so fun, and it kind of like triggered an idea. It said therapy, coaching, or a healing workbook session if available. I'm like, ooh, that sounds fun. So I'm going to use ChatGPT again to come up and create like a little healing workbook or like a little healing worksheet based off of the information that I gave her about kind of like what I want to focus on regarding my mental health. So I love that, and I'm going to be focusing on that soon. And I did put down that I would do like my healing workbook session on Sundays, but that may be something that I can do in the middle of the week. But I'm also doing therapy in the middle of the week, as well as my word search book. I have a spiritual word search book. I love it. It's so much fun. Word searches are so fun to me. They're so therapeutic. I love them. That's why I have a word search freebie, because I love those. But yeah, anyway, word search, and that's it. So I love this. This is the template. I didn't use this in November, so I just used this to kind of flesh out the idea. I love this. What's funny is my system is changing again in July because I ordered some new inserts from Rosie for the remainder of the year. She came up with some updated inserts and I love them. So I have not been shopping with her. Love her, love her, love her. But I have not been shopping with her because I didn't like some of the layouts. You know what? It wasn't the layout that I didn't like. I didn't like the slanted font. I like a straight font. That's another story. But I hadn't been shopping with her for my yearly inserts because I did not like the slanted font. But she updated her inserts and I'm filling them. So I ordered a horizontal weekly insert from her. And I also ordered a Giglio and pistachio. It has been on my wish list for years and it became available and I definitely purchased it. So again, me and the whole setting up a whole new system around this time is very much on brand for me. It's so funny. But that's it. Okay, so what I'm saying is I don't even know if I'm going to continue to use these in July, but this is kind of like what I'm going to be doing in June and what is going to help me kind of flesh out all of the information that was given to me via chat because it was a lot. Now for my daily stuff, y'all know me. I am a really not a habit tracker. I let me see. My habit tracking it could be hit or miss. I do good and then let's see. It's good and then yeah. So habit tracker. Yeah. So we're going to be tracking all of these, but I think that because this system is so everything that I need and it's perfect. Like I don't like everything that I'm supposed to be doing on a monthly, weekly basis. Like this is exactly what I wanted for myself moving forward to try to help me get back to myself and just really get out of this funk. So I think this is going to be something that I will indeed keep up with. I hope, I think, right? So that's that. That is everything so that's kind of like where I am right now. I need to fill out um my routines, but I'm kind of tired of writing. I've been doing this since what, Friday night? Today is Sunday. I've been doing it since like Thursday night, Friday night, kind of like fleshing out ideas and like looking at YouTube videos and like, just trying to figure out like going through my stash. So I am a little tired of writing right now. So, but I do need to update these routine sheet and I need to plan for next week. But I just wanted to kind of share the space that I was in. I wanted to motivate, not really motivate, but like share some encouragement just in case somebody is in the same kind of like, somebody's in the same boat, whatever have you. But yeah, I need to plan for next week and really just put all of this stuff into action. Now, I won't be using or starting my habit tracker until the 1st, but I do have these habit tracker inserts sticky notes that I'm going to be using starting next week. So let me actually pull this so I remember. And this is definitely not enough. So I'm gonna figure something out. I'll make sure I check it or track it. Oh, you know what I decided to do? I'm gonna track it here. So next week will be here. That's what I remember. I remember saying that. Okay, so next week will be here. So yeah, we'll figure it out. I think that's it. I hope I didn't talk so fast that y'all didn't understand a word I was saying, but this is just kind of like the space that I'm in right now. I know that until my planner come and the inserts come in for July, I'm going to still be in this system, but I am going to kind of set it up a little bit differently. So I'll still have my monthlies in the front. I will have my dailies, but I think what I want to do is, well, my weekly overview and then my dailies, right? I think what I want to do is I want to have this right in front of the week, the current week. I want to have this right in front of this. And then I'll have my weekly overview and then I'll have my dailies. This needs to go like right behind here, right? My monthly, this needs to go right behind here. Or honestly, it just needs to probably move with this, like a little bundle. I was jotting down some ideas for like a little bundle. I don't know. That's what I do, try to figure out what I want to have in here. So if you have any ideas, let me know. But that's kind of like the flow. I also have, what else do I have? I have this weekly overview too from ellemonpaperco that I could possibly use, but I like the space of, I like, I like, I like this. But I could possibly use this if I want to. I don't know what I would use it for, but I can possibly, or how I would use it, because I kind of like the idea of this. But I do have this, and I think that is about it. That's all I can think about right now. But yeah, so just trying to set up everything. I will for sure be back to um, do like a quick flip once I set everything up, probably next week. I yeah, just so that y'all can see kind of like how I'm putting everything into action, because we have the plan, right? So how I'm putting everything into action. I also want to do a video on I'm seeing a bunch of cute little cozy videos about people's planner and journal ecosystems, and I want to do one because I never even introduced my louisecarmen to y'all. So she deserves a whole video by herself, but I'll talk about my planning ecosystem, or like my notebook ecosystem, because I'm using my B6, I'm using my planner. This is my pre-planner. I have my Hobonichi Weeks, which is my memory keeper, which I got back into after not using it since February, then stopped using it again. This is something that is super in the works of just like me trying to figure out stuff. This is going to be my war binder. So I have been writing scriptures in here. And then this notebook is going to be just like the promises of God, just like fighting, the lies that the devil and society tells you about yourself. I'm going to put all of the promises of God. So what he, has promised us about, and the truths of him, and like just, what's real versus what we, sometimes believe. And then this is just a plain notebook that came with this. I did not win this. This was a freebie from Moxie. It is by Makselife, but this was a freebie from the DC PlannerCon. They gave us this, and then this notebook came with it. So I love this. I was on live one night and I was sharing this, and I was talking about how I had got this and I did not want to get rid of it. And somebody, I cannot remember, and I'm so pissed because she is on live with me all the time, but she suggested me use it as like write my daily scriptures in here. So it just became this whole thing. So very new, in the works. Love her down. Have not put her down since I got her. So I need to do a flip in just like a video talking about my ecosystem, right? About all the things. But okay, y'all, that is it. If I plan for next week on camera, I will come back and show and share everything, which I probably do. I'll throw some music on like I always do, and just like kind of come back and do that. But yeah, that is it. I just wanted to share. I was telling my friend the other day that sometimes it is hard to explain, or hard to like put talking points to something that you do like in silent. Like typically I'm doing this, silently watching TV, and I don't really have to explain to myself what I'm doing. So please let me know if you have any questions about anything that I mentioned. But yeah, that's where I am. That's what's happening. So I will talk to y'all later. I will see y'all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye. All right, y'all. So I am about to set up next week, and I did want to share a few things before I go. Starting with these stickers from the Planner Aesthetic. Super, super cute. Y'all know my favorite color is green. So I got the matcha latte. This is the color palette, just in case y'all are interested. Let me try to hold it up so I can see it. So pretty. I definitely want more colors, but I have matcha latte. These hearts are to die for. And I love how tiny the dots are too. And I love this. Let me show you. So Let me see. I used these for this week. I mainly just used the little corners. I used the corners, I used the heart, and I used the circles. And then for my monthly, I used the little tape strip for 2 days. So love, love, love these. Definitely check her out if you're interested. And what else did I get that was new? Oh, loving this pouch, this pen pouch or like pencil case from Norris Cove. Super, super cute. She gave this to me when we were at the DC Planner Con. It's so cute. I love it. But that is about it. Like I said, for the week that is coming up, I don't really have too much going on. So I'm going to just set that up real quick. So this is my pre-planner. I use a moleskine pocket planner as my pre-planner. And I just set up the monthly as stuff come up. And then for each week, I like to just pre-plan. This is this week coming up, right? So I have a few things that I want to focus on, and then this is for the week after. But yeah, so I'm gonna use this to set up the weekly overview and then go from there. I don't know what route I'm going for. This has to be really strategic because I need to like this is like my trial week, right? So ooh, I definitely want to use one of those day off stickers. So I'm gonna go with paper replanning for sure. Because I want to use that oval for the day. In terms of color, okay, do we use one of these? Sweet Caress has a sale going on, and I want to get some more of these so bad, but the colors, like I love pewter. Should I get taupe? I think I got oatmeal. I think I had oatmeal in my cart. I want to be strategic in how I set this week up because this is going to be like my practice week for just like with my new schedule. So I need to make sure like key action items are here. And like usually I'll have like just random stuff here. Like last week or this week, I had top threes must do, a little quote here. And I always use this to remind me about next week. I have to have my next week box because I just need to. But like I want to be now. I'm like, okay, Brie, don't overthink it now. Don't overthink it because this works for you. So don't overthink it because you are setting up a whole new, switching up your system. Don't overthink it. Don't do too much. Ooh. Ooh. Did I use these on? I feel like I used these before. I always go to this because I love green. I'm like, ooh, but you've used these before plenty of times. I haven't used all of those before though. I have no idea the vibe. No idea. Oh my god. This would be cute. Journal. I'm gonna do like it's gonna be just random icons. Usually I have like a theme. I even use like a certain like handwriting. Like I'll pick like a certain font. Like if I use this font, then I won't use like this font. Or sometimes I'll switch it up. It don't matter. Okay. Ooh, child. I'm lost. You know what I'm gonna do? Just start putting stuff down. That's very fun. I love plannermonkeyco. I always just get like her little stickers. I don't have any. Well, I think this is the only side she has, but I always get like her little color. It's so cute. So cute. I really reach for these. And then Canvas, I need to post the schedule, the little cute little schedule, so that people can see like that the newsletter went out and that we are going live on Sunday. So add it to your calendars. No. Okay. Someone is out of the office. Wednesday, we have an all-staff meeting. That's my midweek check-in too. And I want to do therapy that week. I'm gonna put this here. Oh wait. I'm gonna put that there because I want to do midweek check-in, June, test this in therapy. What was my therapy thing look like? Okay, I'm excited. Ooh, should we put one of these little mood sticker moods down here at the bottom? In my little journaling section. All right, y'all, I think I'm going to end the video here. Let me go ahead and show you what the week looks like so far. I didn't fill out my dailies, any day specific things, nor did I fill out any tasks for the week. So I'm gonna do that. I just want to think about it a little bit more before I fill everything out. But here is what the week. All right, here's what the week looks like. Super, super cute. I used the plannermonkeyco little mini dots. I don't know. I guess this would be. Ooh, come on now. Okay, I guess this would be the color palette. But these are really, really, really cute. And then I used the Pretty PREZ Cocoa Vibes, Smoky and Moody. I used all of them on here. These are from Papery Planning. I think y'all seen those on camera. Kind of want to share everything that I did use. Oh, this is from your Everyday Planner. The mood is from your Everyday Planner. So is that little capsule box. Your Everyday Planner. The weeklies, y'all know these are from Papery Planning. Oh, it is not focusing. Okay. Weeklies from Papery Planning. Capsule boxes are from Your Everyday Planner, just in case you couldn't see it. Y'all know my icons are from Papery Planning, always. For the most part, I do have other icons, but for the most part, Papery Planning. And I think that is it. Let me know if you have any questions, but that is this week's little theme. Well, next week's little theme, and then I'll go ahead and I'll fill out everything. I will start to get into kind of like a habit of how I want to incorporate my new routines and my new systems and all that stuff. But that is it, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next one.